We're all super busy, but let's face it, we all want to look cute and polished. Here's my everyday go-to look. It's gonna be quick and easy, 5 to 10 minutes. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are gonna do a really simple polished look of everyday makeup. These are products that are relatively new, most of them, and they are ones that I use for the days that, frankly, I do not really feel like getting dressed up or doing a lot of makeup, but you know, you're going out somewhere and you want to look polished, you want to look pulled together, you don't want to spend a lot of time on it. So these products will not fail you. They all work extremely well, and they will make you look healthy when you don't necessarily feel like it. I have had a cold or the flu, or I don't know what I've had. Whatever it was pretty bad for a couple of days, and I'm feeling better, but my nose is completely red. And on top of that, I actually started using a retinol, which I really like, and I think it's gonna work for me, but you'll see some redness here, and I got like a little bit, like one spot here. I didn't put it towards my eyes, but you know, it moves while you're sleeping. And so, and I used it once. So I have to like just ramp up very slowly, and my skin is just extremely sensitive. So we're gonna go through a process of like emphasizing the redness. I would say there's a couple of products, skincare products, that I would suggest. The Dr. Idris has a great de-redness serum and cream. And then the In Beauty also has the great, what is it called? Oh my goodness, I have it here somewhere. Calm the Red Down, which also works extremely well if you're having some redness on your face and you need something to calm your skin. But today we're just gonna talk about beauty products. All right, so what I've been using. This is the new Burberry product, which I haven't done a review of Burberry yet, but I absolutely love this. This is the Burberry Beyond Wear Radiance Primer. It's a long wear glow hydrating primer. And it looks like this in a glass bottle, and it has kind of like a golden tint to it. One of the reasons I really like it is it evens out the pinkness in my skin. It doesn't have mica or anything like that. It's not that type of product. It's more of a illuminating product, illuminating primer, a hydrating primer. I kind of put it on my cheeks, my nose, and up into my forehead like that. And you'll notice immediately my skin gets red, but that's fine. That's just what it does. It does that with any product. And like I said, this is the new Burberry. And I've been using it now a couple weeks, and I really like it. I feel like it's actually very hydrating. It feels nice on the skin. I haven't had any problems with it, and it does seem to keep my skin hydrated better than without any type of primer when I use a foundation. The foundation that I'm using, this is by Make. It's a Diffusion Dew Radiant Skin Tint. This is a next generation skin tint featuring skin mimicking pigments that add radiant coverage while blurring, smoothing, and brightening. It's sheer, but it's buildable, lightweight, formulated with niacinamide and adenosine to enhance skin for glowing, healthy looking complexion. Two things you want to do. You want to shake it vigorously. I mean, like vigorously. I have it in 2 shades. In 01, which is more, it has more pink to it. And then I have it in 1.5, which has more yellow to it. And today I'm going to actually use the 1.5, and I don't use a lot. And then it kind of mixes in with the primer. Cuts down the redness, makes your skin look glowy and healthy. It's very lightweight. It doesn't feel like really anything on your skin. I mean, you don't even notice that it's on there, really. It's very comfortable and very easy to use. And it's perfect for that no makeup look when you're just trying to look polished and put together, but you don't want to feel like there's something heavy on your skin. On my lips is the La Mer lip treatment. I did not want to like this because this is very expensive. However, what I would say is that not only does it work as just like a regular lip tint, it has a little bit of color to it. This is the Cocoa, which is my favorite, but I'm going to pick up a couple other shades. It leaves your lips feeling more comfortable, more moisturized. I've been using it kind of nonstop. I've had it in my purse, and my lips do feel better and look better than they did before. Leave it to La Mer to come up with something that's expensive but actually works. So, you know, again, it's not going to impart a lot of color, but I think it's just as much as any glossy lip that's out there, and it's going to give you a lot more moisture and make your skin feel a lot better. So I think it's absolutely worth it. In the dead of winter here in New England, where it's literally freezing outside, I don't really, like on days like today when I'm just trying to get myself looking decent, I don't bronze my skin and contour my skin and put on highlighter. It's just, those are steps that I'm not going to do. I do put on like a little bit of blush and sort of do it into a bronze tour. And the reason I do that is because I'm so pale. If I don't put a little bit of color on my cheeks, people are always like, are you sick? I mean, now I actually am sick, but you get the gist. So this is the Saint Laurent. I either use the Saint Laurent or the Gucci blushes these days. And Saint Laurent has new shades actually at Sephora that I do want to try. So I will link those if they haven't sold out again, because when they first popped up, they sold out like right away. This shade and the new shade that's on there, I'll put the shade name down, that I think would work really well, has a bronzing blush effect. So on somebody who has light skin like I do. So it works really well in this bronzer kind of way. And I use it quite often for that. Just, you know, makes me look a little bit healthier and a good, you know, good mix of shades. It's like a bronzy pink, I think. And if you want to actually put like some type of lip on, this is the one I would recommend. This is by Sweed. This liner is a new shade that I got from them recently. It's called Dream Bigger. I'll show it to you on my hand, but it looks great on the lips. If you're someone who needs a liner because your lipstick always bleeds, or you just like the liner, it gives you sort of a bigger lip, it kind of gives you something Dream Bigger. I think the Swedes are really good, the Sweed liners. The only ones that are better than the Swedes are the Tom Fords. Those are excellent. But these line up with the Dior and the Chanel and Victoria Beckham. They all fall in line right behind the Tom Fords. And this is basically lipstick in a stick. This is Celine. What I like about these from Sweed is that they're really easy to use because they're literally a crayon. And this Celine shade is really pretty. It's very light, but you can mix it with practically anything. And it's got this very nice, I'd say like rosy beige, but a light rose. It's really nice on the lips. It works really well for every day. And again, the idea is, you know, an everyday look, you're just trying to do basic things. You want to look polished and together, but it's not, you're not looking for, you know, a dressed up look. In that vein, this is my Frank and Elaine shirt this is the navy. I know it might look almost black on camera, but it is the British Royal Navy. This is my favorite shade that they do. It's a super deep blue that I think looks really good on practically anyone. And this is I think this one's the Eileen. It's the like flannel kind of. It's really comfortable, but it looks like more polished. I think because of the neckline and just the way that it's made. It's a weighty piece. Like it's not thin, and it feels really comfortable on in the winter, but it looks a little bit more elevated than like a sweatshirt. You know, it's that sweatshirt material, but it doesn't look it. It looks more, it just looks more elevated and more like it has more structure to it. So yeah, I'm loving these. I have this in like, I don't know, like 7 different colors. It's like my favorite, absolute favorite. And then on the eyes, and this is a relatively new product from Jones Road. These are their eyeshadow sticks. And I have these 3 shades that I'm going to show you a really quick and easy to do eye look. Honestly, anyone can do this. All right, so the first shade is Cream, and I'm going to show you what I do with that. And I'll put it on my back of my hand so you can see the shades. But Cream is exactly what it sounds like. Cream. So put it all over the eye. Now these are very easy to work with. They're super smooth. Use your finger if you want. Let's face it, a lot of times that's what you got going. You're like, yeah, I'm not doing brushes today. I'm not feeling it. Trust me. The other day I was basically in bed, like in bed. I was just like, I'm not even, like, no. You can build these a little bit and just, you can still kind of hear it in my voice actually. It's still like a little raspy. You can also use brushes, and I'll use brushes in a minute to show you. But the Cream shade is excellent for just like, it just takes out all the you know, any veins or lines or discoloration that's in your eyelid. And then once it sets down, it's just gonna stay there. It's great. And then the next shade I'm gonna use is taupe. I wanna use the taupe first, and then I'll use the dark brown. So taupe is exactly what it sounds like. It's taupe. Taupey shade. And I use that on the lid and kind of like just, you know, put it on the mobile lid. Now, depending on how much you want, you know, put more or less on. You know, I mean, like if you want a more dramatic look, then put more on. I am going to use a brush just to blend it in. But again, you can use your fingers. This is super easy to use. It's very creamy. It's an eyeshadow stick, frankly, in my opinion, for people who have older skin because it's so creamy that you don't have to pull it at all. And even if you have very crepey lids, it's not gonna be a problem. It's gonna be just fine. And then I'm gonna take the dark brown and use it as a liner. And like I said, these are so smushy that you not be careful, but they will, like, see how quickly that went on. These are like the Victoria Beckham liners in a way. Super easy to smudge. And I'm just using this as the liner. And again, you don't have to use this step at all. You could just be like, no, I'll just do the taupe and the cream, or just the taupe, or just the cream. But you're looking for a little bit more. Now I'm gonna put on the only mascara that I swear by. There's a lot of mascaras out there that I like, and I will tell you that I like them, and you know, I've mentioned them before, but there's only one that I will actually like swear by and say everyone should try, and that's the Sweed Beauty. Same goes for their lash serum. I have tried other lash serums. In fact, I've tried other lash serums lately, and my eyes got very, very irritated very quickly. So let me put this on real quick. And there you go, a everyday makeup look that's really easy to do. In addition to all of these products that I've been using lately, I also found a new, like, absolute love fragrance. This is Labo's Violet 30, or Violet. This is part of their classic collection, so this is not a limited edition. It's going to be a permanent fixture, available year-round at all the boutiques, so you don't have to rush out to get it. You don't have to rush out to buy it. And Violet 30, when they have the number at the end, that means there's how many ingredients are in here. So this has 30 different ingredients. The violet flower is at the heart of this though, and I love the scent of violet. This is not a powdery or candy sweet violet. This is, according to Labo anyway, a indefinable contrast perfume. Focusing on a rarer white violet, it leans into more of the green and the raw of the violet than traditional floral perfumes. However, this does not smell green on me. This is not like the Tom Ford Fig Erotique that smelled nothing like fig and all I got was green. This has aldehydes, white tea, rose, and violet at the top. The heart is saffron, cumin, and incense. And then the base is cedarwood, guaiac wood, amber, and patchouli, which I think is interesting. I get a very dry, almost papery smell, like Milk's Paper. If you've ever tried that perfume. It smells like you're in an old library at first. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's the vibe that you get. Like, not a dusty library, but or smoky library, but a cozy, there's like a tea set, a Victorian tea set possibly, and you know, a really comfy oversized chair with lots of books and some violet flowers, and it's just like a very feminine, cozy room. But you know, that's the kind of vibe that I get from this. Because of the white tea and the aldehydes in it, it's very sheer and it's very airy. And when I first sprayed it, I was like, I don't think I smell anything on me. Like I was absolute like nose blind at first. It was interesting. Also trying it in Labo, which, you know, there's so many competing scents in the store. However, I was down on Newbury Street, and when I walked out wearing it, my next stop, I got compliments well, actually, I got compliments on it everywhere that I went. It was really interesting. Yeah, so I was very surprised because it is very light and airy, but it clings in a good way. It's not cloying, it's not heavy, but it kind of melds with your skin. It's very nice. Like, it's a very elegant, very soft. It's a great everyday scent. It's really good for somebody like me who loves scents, but I have difficulties because of migraines. This is something that won't, well, I can't say it won't. You never know. Some people have different reactions to things, but it's so light and airy and a little bit fresh that you don't get that heavy scent of floral at all. It's just very comforting and really just serene. I absolutely loved it. And I ended up buying the smaller bottle. There's a really small travel bottle, but there's also like the big bottle. I should have bought the big bottle. It's a better price per ounce, but I'll just get another bottle of it. Like, this is that good. Now, again, it's part of the classic collection, so hopefully they don't discontinue it anytime. It just was released, so I'll have time. I think it's similar to another 13 from Labo. I mean, it has the same kind of DNA, but I find this more, well, first of all, it's the violet, you know, the forward violet scent that you definitely get, but it's not super powdery or super sweet. It's more nuanced than that, more elevated than that. It's just, I would really strongly suggest you get your nose on it. It's really beautiful. If you're somebody who likes violet, you want something that isn't heavy, you want something that isn't cloying, something that's light that you can wear year round, any day, every day. You could wear this on the bus with people sitting next to you. You could wear, I mean, it's just lovely. It's just really, really good. And I don't find too many fragrances where I feel like I could wear them every single day in every single circumstance. This is one of them. So that's it for today, guys. A really quick and easy, I took longer in showing you how I put all these on for the video, but honestly, I can do this look in 10 minutes easy. I tend to mix these two things together. Like, I take the primer and the skin tint and kind of just mix them and then put it on my face. You can use your fingers too. I wanted to show you what it would look like when you put one down, put it on top of it, but honestly, it's just as easy to mix them if that's what you want to do. If you put the primer down first, I feel like it gives you more moisture because it sinks in a little bit before you put the skin tint on, but you can mix them. That is fine if that's what you decide to do. A little bit of blush that has a little bit of like bronze in it will bronze up the skin. You don't have to worry about, doing a bronzer or contour, any of that. It just kind of does it all. And if you pick a blush like the Saint Laurent's or the Gucci's that have a little bit of luminescence to them, and you already have a primer like the Burberry or something like that, it's going to give you a little bit of luminescence to your skin anyway. So again, skip the highlighter step. The lip products, the La Mer product is excellent if you have dry lips. I don't think I'm going to get all the colors, but I'm probably going to get a lot of them. Throw them in my various purses. It's a really excellent product, and it gives you a nice tint, and it really does make your lips feel so much better. And then the Sweed products, the Dream Bigger liner is a great shade, and this Celine lipstick, I love these types of crayons because they're just really easy to do. Like, even if you're just out and about, you just want to throw this on, it's enough to give you something. It kind of looks like a polished look, but it took you 5 seconds, and you don't really have to be careful with it because it's a crayon. So like, you can really easily do that just looking in your phone. Like, you don't have to have a mirror. You don't have to have... The Jones Road eyeshadow sticks are excellent for anybody who has fussier skin, crepier skin. It's a little tougher to work with. And if you just have the perfect eyelids that don't need anything, they're still going to work really well. And you can use them like I did and create, a little bit more of a polished look. I've got, color in the brow bone, and then I've got lid color, and then I've got an eyeliner, but you can just use one shade and be one and done, and that's it. The Sweed Beauty mascara is the best mascara on the market, hands down. So if you buy nothing else, buy the Sweed Beauty mascara and try it out, because I think you'll love it. The Frank and Eileen clothing, I know I've been talking about them for forever, but If you want an elevated basic, if you want things that you can wear all the time that are comfortable, but also look like you're pulled together, Frank and Eileen is the way to go. They have great things. And the sizing is pretty, you know, average. Like it's if you wear a large, then buy a large. If you wear a medium, buy a medium. I think the only thing I would say is that the material for this one, and I'll have the links below, this is a heavier material. They have lighter ones too, but these are great if you live in a place like, you know, New England. It's perfect. And it's really good for travel because you can wear it over like a tank top. And then if you get hot on the plane, you just open it up. It's great because it's got buttons all the way down the front. It's really, I mean, honestly, I've worn these forever. And the perfume, the Violet, is my new favorite. Like, I just love this. And again, when I first tried it on, I was kind of like, I don't really get it. And then I was just wearing it and I was like, wow, this is just perfect for an everyday, just really elevated, beautiful violet scent that's not, you know, cloying or overpowering. And don't get me wrong, I like the powdery violet. I like the Guerlain scent, but there are some days, especially when I'm, you know, pre-migraine or I just don't feel well, that I don't want that. But this still gives you like this lovely, lovely violet wood. It's just, I mean, it's really well mixed. It's an excellent fragrance. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope to see you in another video really soon.